Hi, it's Brittany from the Empurrium. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another day in the 13 Days of Christmas 2024 video series, and we're going to make the Raccoon eyeglass case. It is from Pink Pony Designs, and it is a free pattern, which is amazing. Now that I've made it, I want to make a bunch more. I'm like, who all wears glasses? Everyone can wear sunglasses. You can wear fake glasses. My daughter loves wearing the blue light glasses, which is great. She looks so cute, and I'll have to make her a case. Anyways, I used number 5 zipper tape. I have a lining, an exterior. I used a little bit of foam. I did a fancy little quilt, but this is what they look like in there. It's nice because it's padded. Also, I am blind. But you can kind of make the size however you want. Star, stop scratching. I had fun making it. I really enjoyed it, and I plan to make a bunch more. The way that the zipper tape works too, you kind of have to use a portion of zipper tape, but you're only using half of it, so you can make 2 out of the same cut. Do you want to say hi? That's Star. Anyways, we'll go over cutting and sewing, and it was really quick to make. Like I said, I definitely want to make more. I hope you're enjoying the 13 Days of Christmas. Make sure you check out the other videos, and if you haven't subscribed already, I would love if you did. For cutting out the raccoon case, you need an exterior and a lining and some foam. The pattern says you could do foam, fusible fleece, quilt batting, interfacing. Basically, you have a bunch of options for some padding. I was having a hard time picking what fabric I was going to use, and I found these two next to each other, folded up in my thing, and I was like, I like it. The slits are from Retro Stitch, and the stripes are from Fabric Therapy. So I'm going to use those. I'm going to use some pastel zipper tape and a pop tab pool from Warm You Know. There is one pattern piece, but it is it's just a template. What we're gonna do is cut from each of our fabrics. You're cutting 9 by 8 1/4. And that's actually 9's going to be your height, and 8 1/4 is going to be your width. And if you want to fussy cut this at all, just keep in mind you're going to have that template cutting the curve, and then it's going to be like a half and half, like a front and back situation. Sorry if you heard my stomach. I'm not going to fuse my foam on. I'm going to do kind of like free motion quilt type deal to put the foam on. I think it'll be fun. I personally just always do squiggles. In the pattern, she gives you a great tip that if you want to do lines, you can take like some painter's tape or masking tape, and you can pick your first line, and then you'll just stitch next to it and move the tape as you go. Okay, so here's my exterior. Going to grab my lining now. I was gonna say, I thought I'd used this. Oh yeah, I used it in a dice bag. If you have like a stripe print, you could pick which way you want the stripes to go. That'd be fun. Like up and down or side by side, I mean. Alright, done with those. I just need to trim this to the correct size. I debated taking first and quilting before doing this curve, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. So what you're going to do is you have your materials laying down. Actually, I should probably lay them right sides together so that I'm more accurate. But you're going to line them up. You're going to take your template and line that up to the top. And you're going to cut the curve. Mine is not as wide as the fabric, so I'm just going to trim up my sides a little bit. You are not trimming the bottom. Do not cut the bottom. Let's see here. All right, so you have two pieces that should look like that. And then I am going to take my foam and I'm just going to lay this down on it first. You could absolutely cut it to the same size as the pattern piece, but I'm going to trim the edges of my foam away when I sew it. I think that'll work well personally for me. So I could fuse it. Maybe I should fuse it. Might be better. I'll fuse it. All right, so I'm going to fuse this and then we will pretty much be ready to sew. We could go over the zipper right now. So the thing about the zipper is you want to, is there a measurement? Probably. Yes. It says 25 inches. Which feels like too much, but I'm going to cut there. So with the zipper, it's not going to go on like a normal one. You're actually going to just split it in half. And you're only going to use the one side. So you can make two and use both sides of your zipper. So this is going to go on like this. And then the zipper pull will go on here and close it like this. It's pretty cool. I haven't made anything like that yet, but I'm excited to do it. So we've got those. I am going to grab a little label. I think I'm going to use one of my little square E's for this, because I'm probably going to keep it for myself. But I will fuse that and then we'll meet at the machine for all the sewing. I have my exterior with the foam fused to it, and then I trimmed around, and I am glad that I did fuse it. I have my lining, my zipper tape, my zipper pull, And then I grabbed my little label. So I'm going to quilt this. I'm just gonna like go down in between the soot sprites. I am no pro at quilting. I wouldn't call it quilting. I have fun with it. I guess that's what's important, right? I'm using my fairy floss thread from Wizardry, and you're probably like, Brittany, you are always using that thread. And yes, I am. I just really like it. It goes with so much stuff, especially a pastel print, like pastel rainbow print, like the one I'm using right now. Cute. Gonna be great. All right, so I want to find the center here so that I can figure out where I'm putting my tag. So I'm just gonna roughly clip this together and flatten it out. So if this was my front, or this was my front, either way, well, you can do front or back of the tag for the tag too. It's truly your preference. But I'm going to put a little bit of tape on there. And then I think I want it to sit in the middle of the soots. And I want to make sure that I center my tag. Let's see here. That looks good. I can unclip. I'm going to stitch that on real quick. Leaving my threads long so that I can tie them off. And I like pulling that thread before I get back over there. And then when you get back to it, you want to end in the same hole. And the reason pulling it back before you finish is important is it helps you not, like if you would sew through the thread, it's really hard to pull it back through. It's kind of something you have to like experience to understand, but it's not great. All right, so then we're going to tie off these threads. And I'm going to trim them just a little bit. Okay. From here, we're going to take our zipper tape and put it down on the edge here. And I'm actually going to use tape. I don't do it a lot, but I'm going to use 1/8 of an inch tape. It should stay out of my seam allowance. But I'm just going to lay that down on the very edge. And I'm only using it because of the curve. So I'm just going around. You kind of have to bunch the tape up a little bit on the curves, but we will set the zipper tape down smoothly on there. Okay, so I'm just going to press that down, make sure it's everywhere pretty well, and then we can take the backing off. And there is plenty of zipper tape if we leave like a 1/2 inch overhang. So let me see. I'm going to start on this side. So I'm just going to lay down the tape, but I am going to put some clips on because we're going to do the lining next, and we'll need the clips for that anyway, so we can just transfer them. But as we go, this tape is going to help us lay the zipper down to that curve evenly. The zipper would probably try to shift when I put the lining piece down next if I didn't have the tape. But whatever works for you, absolutely do that. You know what is best for you in a situation like this. The tape keeps sticking to my nail. Alright. So the zipper tape's uneven, but that doesn't matter because we will be trimming it anyways. So we're going to take the lining and put that right side down. Also, the zipper tape was right side down to the right side of the fabric. I don't think I said it. When you have a curve with the zipper tape, it does like this. You just have to be careful as you're sewing that you keep the zipper tape flat and it doesn't bunch up while you're sewing. I actually expected to have a little bit of an issue lining all this up after quilting that panel, but that went together pretty well. All right, we are going to stitch around here at 1/4 of an inch. We're going to leave the bottom open. If you have a zipper foot for your machine, you could use that. I don't have one, but 1/4 of an inch on the zipper is just fine for me. Okay, so now that we're at the curve, like I said, you're just going to want to make sure that you have the zipper tape flat in there, and you can absolutely just take your time. You could use a stiletto or like a screwdriver on the curves too, so your finger's not there. And then I'm just gonna feel and make sure I didn't like pleat my zipper. She has you trim now with pinking shears. I do not love snipping into my zipper tape. So I kind of don't want to do that, but I'm going to just kind of come in and shave off some of my foam. It's not much, but I taped the zipper tape onto it, so yeah, not really doing much. Just enough. Okay. We're going to flip this right side out. I might have to fight mine a little extra since I did not notch my curve at all, but that's all right. So that's what that looks like. No pleats. I think the tape definitely helped keep everything in place. And now we're going to top stitch this down. And I'm just going to make sure I'm gently tugging, but evenly tugging to keep that seam flat. You could iron also. I just tend not to, because I'm trying to keep it flat on the top and bottom. I might make my mom one for Christmas. Like, I really feel like this is a great gift. Okay, I'm going to even up my zipper now. So that's what the back looks like. I like it. Okay, I'm going to even up my zipper, and I'm going to heat seal the ends real quick. All right, now we need to put our zipper pull on, and you don't really have like a right and wrong side for which side. Normally I look and see which side should be higher. We just want the zipper tape to be as even as possible. All right, that looks great. So that is how that goes. I feel like my lining is a little baggy, but that's fine. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, we're gonna flip it inside out. Oh no. That's not good. Okay, I think actually I could put the zipper pull on it inside out. Probably be better for me. We just need it to be inside out for this next step. Pattern might have even said to do it inside out, and I probably didn't listen. Sometimes the zipper pull ends up fighting you more than the rest of the pattern. Okay, inside out, we're good. All right, so we want to flatten this and make sure that everything matches up. Okay, what we need to do now is you can take, my glasses are dirty. You can take whatever glasses you're planning on putting in, and now I'm blind, so hopefully I don't mess this next part up, but you can just kind of see like where you want to close it at. I think if I go in like an inch, it's gonna give plenty of room for my glasses. I feel like some sunglasses and stuff are a lot bigger. Let me get my vision back. Okay. Sorry, I am this way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do an inch. You could mark a line, but I'm going to clip this. See if you can see the seam is right here. So that's what that looks like. I'm gonna clip it right there, and then I'm gonna start from the other side. And then I have a marking on my machine for an inch. When you get to that zipper, it might fight you a tiny bit. In the pattern, she suggests a zigzag stitch for finishing this. I don't have that on this machine, so I'm just going to trim kind of close to it. I'm not worried about it coming apart. All right, and then we can flip that right side out, poke our little corners. I'm gonna use my screwdriver and pop that corner out as much as I can and drop the screwdriver. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so cute. So here it is. I feel like that was a great size, so I can feel them like right here. And I could even put like my sunglass topper in here too. Oh, it's so cute. I hope you enjoyed. I definitely think this would be a great gift. So you will find me making more. I hope you enjoy the 13 days of Christmas and you check out the other videos. Happy holidays.